I've changed my mind. I think 90 Day Fiancé's Michael deserves another shot in the franchise. Angela was a troubled partner and he could do better. I believe Michael Ilesanmi from 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, deserves to find his soulmate after spending over 7 years with Angela Deem. He first appeared on the show with Angela in 2018, and despite the 22-year age gap, the couple got engaged. I was impressed by Michael's level-headed personality, which complemented Angela's loud and outspoken nature. However, things took a turn for the worse when Michael betrayed Angela by being intimate with another woman in Nigeria. Despite this, I appreciate that he apologized for his actions and tried to rebuild his relationship with Angela. Although Michael attempted to rebuild trust with Angela over the years, she never fully recovered from his past infidelity, leading him to seek affection elsewhere. I don't approve of Michael's actions, but it seems he continued to cheat on Angela because he felt unloved and could easily seek affection elsewhere. Despite this, he clearly wanted to address his problems with Angela. After witnessing a hopeful conclusion to their journey in 90 Day, The Last Resort Season 1, I believed their relationship was improving. However, my optimism waned when Michael abruptly left Angela's house in February 2024. Michael was a user, but now he's in America. Michael deserves an opportunity to share his redemption story. I believe Michael loved Angela at the start of their relationship. I appreciated it when he mentioned he fell in love with Angela after observing her caring nature towards her grandchildren. However, his feelings changed quickly, and he eventually cheated on her. After the first incident of cheating, he no longer loved her but instead took advantage of her trust to come to the United States. Now that he is in America, I hope he'll leave behind his opportunistic and manipulative behavior and try to build a real connection with a suitable woman. After being labeled as a scammer, cheater, and user, I believe Michael should be allowed to return to the 90 Day Fiancé franchise to showcase his redemption story. I can see he is a respectable family man, and I hope he can use it to improve his public image and gain respect from viewers, including me. Although I hold him accountable for playing Angela like a fiddle, I would like to see him commit to a woman and fulfill his responsibilities as a husband, something he failed to do with his former American wife. Michael was abused by Angela. Michael deserves a supportive partner. I believe it was unfair of Michael to leave Angela after only 3 months of being in the United States. I wished he had given their relationship at least 6 months to improve. However, I can no longer fault him for leaving Angela, given how she had mistreated him for years. I empathize with Angela's frustration towards Michael about his questionable actions, but she didn't need to publicly lash out at him and damage his self-respect. Despite having the chance to end things, she chose to stay with him, possibly for the sake of being on TV. Part of me views Michael as a fraudster, but I commend him for ending his unhealthy marriage to Angela, who berated him for 7 years. He shouldn't feel guilty about protecting himself. I think it's time for him to pursue happiness and find a loving partner who will support him. Angela is no longer in his life, and at 36 years old, he deserves someone who will love him unconditionally. Now that he is living in the United States, he is focused on building a career as a social media influencer and should consider finding a compatible partner. Michael gets support from some fans. Michael's popularity could bring him back to the show. Michael may have had ulterior motives for coming to the United States, but I have noticed he still has many fans who want him to continue living in America and fulfill his American dream. In fact, I was shocked to see Michael's loyal fans helped him raise over $50,000 to hire a lawyer to fight Angela in court and prevent his deportation. Due to Michael's popularity, I believe he should make a comeback to the franchise. He seems like a great candidate for 90 Day, The Single Life. I have always seen Michael film the show under Angela's watchful eye, so I'm eager to watch him without her involvement. I have yet to fully understand Michael's true personality, as I have always seen him navigate through Angela's intimidating presence. His potential return to the franchise could reveal his true nature to 90 Day Fiancé viewers and possibly win over even Angela's supporters with his character. It would be interesting if the producers allowed him to share his journey without Angela's influence to determine whether he's genuinely innocent and a lover of peace. Michael could find a more suitable partner. Michael should be with a woman with more nurturing qualities. While I commend Angela for tolerating a cheater like Michael for a long time, I don't think they were truly compatible. Despite the 90 Day Fiancé franchise couple's claim that their 22-year age difference didn't hinder their love for each other, I believe Michael harbored a preference for younger women. Angela may have been aware of his preference, which is why she underwent weight loss surgery and received Botox injections to appear younger. Additionally, most of the women Michael has been associated with in the past year have been significantly younger than Angela. Now that Michael is single and likely ready to date, I believe he should acknowledge his preference for women who are his age. I also think he would benefit from being with a woman who is as extroverted as Angela but treats him with respect. Despite his past tendency to cheat, I think Michael is a kind man who deserves to be with a partner who is well-rounded and supports traditional gender roles. I believe the 90 Day Fiancé, happily ever after? Alan would feel